But time for stage 3, Prison Lane. Find the core of the prison. Now, like I said before, Knuckles... Why do I keep saying Knuckles? Tails and Eggman stages are pretty much like E1 2 Gammas from SA1, but instead of... You don't have to rush. Like in SA1 where you have a certain amount of time to complete the level, you have, I guess you could consider unlimited time to complete the level. But like in SA1, the more things you lock onto with your little lock-on laser, the more points you get. Along with your lock-on laser, you also have a Vulcan cannon, which pretty much is helpful for, like Omochao said, breaking block boxes. Now the mechs don't really use a ring system for health, but they do have a health bar, like in, I guess I could reference Sonic Unleashed, where the Werehog has a health bar and is replenished by rings. You can think of it something like that, because it practically is like that. Another thing I should note, being they're scattered around everywhere, if you notice the glowing little tubes laying across the ground whenever I kill something. If you remember, I mentioned the Chao Garden. Those, along with the animals, these little tubes flowing around different colors are Chaos Drives. They can be, they're somewhat like a replacement for the animals in a sense. Well, the animals do give bigger stats and do physical changes. The Chaos Drives are just for solely, I can't tell. The Chaos Drives are solely for the specific trait. Like, I guess green one affects speed and speed alone. I believe the yellow one does flight, red power, purple swim. Nope. So yeah. I missed the gold beetle. Now gold beetles, as I say right now, right? Gold beetles are just little bonus beetles that are hidden around levels. And if you hit them, you get a bunch of points. Get out of my face, robots! I gotta kill you so the door opens. Just making excellent progress. Now the best way to rack up points is not do what I do, which is, you know, open fire and everything with your laser. Just repeatedly pressing the B button, or if you're on the HD version, whatever button that is. If you're like square, or, I don't know. Because this has been released on the 360 and PS3, an HD version. So that's pretty much so far been, this game's been re-released like 3 times already. It's got the original, it's got the Battle, the HD Battle from GameCube, and we have the HD remake. Let's see what we got.
Very
Indeed,
good.
Tails, indeed. Ah, Sonic, the impatient one, isn't he?
Huh? Amy?
Keep your voice down. Have no fear. Amy Rose is
Oh god, I'm
here.
dreading the thought. Already.
How'd you get here?
Well, if you gotta know, I caught a ride with Tails. Are you sure you don't need my help? It looks like you could use it.
The reason I'm in here.
Sonic, what are you
is
doing?
because of that
Why are you making such
fake
weird
hedgehog.
movements?
You mean that black hedgehog?
Did you see it? Where is it now?
If
What are
I
you
tell
doing?
ya,
Stop moving
will
your
you
arms like
marry
that.
me?
No way.
I thought I had you.
Now, a little
for
tidbit about the cage Sonic's actually in. In a moment, Amy's gonna mention the writing on the wall. The writing is actually the property of... That's a really big, weird scale thing. The
So,
property
Eggman's
of
behind this, huh?
Gerald Robotnik, Eggman's grandfather. For those of you who know the story, you know he's sent to jail, and I'm not gonna spoil it now, but he was locked in his cell, so this is kind of his writing. But now, we're gonna head into one of my favorite levels, Metal Harbor, Escape from the Military Base. This stage has some really good music. The level layout is pretty neat. Very open. Very, I guess Sonic. Oh, no. Things happened there. I thought I was gonna die. But yeah, this level has some really good music, and just like all the Sonic and Shadow levels, actually. More focused on, you know, rock, as it is Sonic's preferred music choice. Gold Beetle! Now here is actually where we get our very first power-up. As you can see, Omo Child's gonna reference that we don't have the Lightspeed Dash. We have no Lightspeed Dash at all, so we need to pop on up here. And there we go, Light Shoes, the first upgrade. And with no Tikal speaking for us, we're gonna have to talk for ourselves. So the Lightspeed Dash to move at light speed along paths of rings. And being the gracious fellows at Sega decided, hey, charging up the Lightspeed Dash is kind of silly. Let's just allocate it to a button. And thank God they did. It makes everything so much faster. Just press the button, zoom, you're on the other side. Beautiful. And whoop. And whoop. See, that wouldn't be possible if you had to charge it up. Or at least very annoying. Out of the way, seagulls. Get out! Leaving hats everywhere. It's a hard hat area. Also, there's a lot of missiles here. Like, way too many missiles. What's gonna say about the level? Except the fact there's a butt ton of seagulls. Oh, we are getting to one of the more, I guess, action-y sections where once we go off this rocket, we're gonna have a certain time limit. Now, go away, Omo Chow! Now we actually have to get to the, we actually have to fly away on the rocket. If we don't make it in time, we will die. There is an upper path you can take, which you have to go along a row of 4 egg beetles, go along up another scaffolding, and you get to a higher bit. If you get to the higher bit, you actually get more points. But being I don't feel like risking my life on a playthrough and looking bad, I just took the lower path. But this bit, if you don't mind the darkness, has some pretty upbeat and rock music. I'd like to go forward, please. That would be nice. Really bounce you off the walls like really a lot. But we are now done. I guess we escaped the military base. So that's cool, I guess.
Just made it.
The first sea of the game. Hopefully the last. Probably won't be. Oh yes, we get to actually fight Shadow for the first time.
Whew. So far, so good.
And since I'm using the HD PVR, we're gonna see his hellish eyes.
I found you, faker.
I mean, in a second you're gonna see like the shadows on his face like really weird, and his eyes really pop out. It's kind of creepy. Look at that. If you can see it, actually.
You eat those words.
Now, the first Shadow fight isn't really that hard. You do need to be careful of not spamming the homing attack, because that would really backfire. Since we are on an elevated platform, Shadow has the ability to not fall off, but you still can. He's showing off right now, that jerk.
I'm the coolest.
I don't like the fact that he says I'm the coolest. I mean, why would he say that? Nowhere in Shadow's character does he think like he's the coolest. He may be like the strongest or the fastest, but never the coolest. Sonic would probably say that before anyone.
You're an imposter.
What?
Do you know who I am?
That criticism's not the way. We can't beat his ass. Stage 5, Green Forest. Escape from the island in 8 minutes. And this intro cutscene is kind of funny, because where we're standing right now is kind of in the middle of Green Forest. Like, you're like right in the middle of the stage.
What are you doing? Hurry and get back here right now before the island blows up with you on it!
blows up.
Are you like thinking that? That doesn't sound like a thinking voice. That sounds like a talking voice. Sonic Shadow just speeds off, even though we're on a block. So now we begin the stage all the way in the beginning. This level's pretty fun. There's like a few differences in the past and the beginning. Lots of vine whipping, jumping around the foliage. It's pretty neat. Gigantic, how you say it? What's it? Dragonflies? Those things are big. I can ride one of those at a gold ring. No, you don't. 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 Got it. Yeah. I love the music. So upbeat and rocking. Really makes you want to go fast, the music in the Sonic levels. Since most of the levels are actually wild, how you say? Yeah, how do you stop saying how you say? Because I don't say. Now, before we talk on about the music, I'm gonna give us a little power up. The second power up for Sonic, actually. Now, see that guy? Fuck that guy. And there we go. We have the Ancient Light. This game's version of the Light Speed Attack. This one we still have to charge up, so yeah. So we charge it up, we have a little aura around us, and we are now ready for Light Speed Attack. We go significantly slower though, so this is kind of only if you want to kill fancily. Oh, again about the music, since I kind of interrupted myself. We're back in the area where we were talking with Shadow. Back in the music. The music in the game's kind of tailored towards the actual character instead of the stage. Well, in this one, you would think it'd be more, I guess, some along the lines of tropical, but it's kind of more rock-oriented. Like Eggman, like Knuckles' stage, instead of being like the first stage, it's not really deserty or something you hear in a canyon, but it's rap. All the levels are rap. Along with Rouge is all jazz. Though it does fit the character and the fact that they're running through a stage, you kind of only think of, oh dear me, you kind of only think of them as just themes for the actual character instead of the level. Though that's just kind of, okay, that was weird. That's just kind of me though. The music is still overall really good. One of my favorites in the actual series. I think we're actually getting close to the very end of the level. Bit of vine grinding here. Let's be a cool kid. One last Tarzan swing, and everything's crumbling. Now, if we had the bounce bracelet, this would be a piece of cake. But since we don't, we kind of have to be very careful. But at least we won. We escaped the jungle, I guess. Full of giant dragonflies.
That was cool.
Indeed it was, Sonic. Indeed it was. People died. I'm just gonna say it right now. You're gonna find out later why it's exploding, but if you think about it, people died there. There's no possible way that every single person got out of there alive.